Hey, what's going on, guys? So again, I didn't really film a hey, we're leaving Shelby video that was, well, it was worth anything, and we didn't film a whole lot before the border or after the border, in the truck for that matter. So there's a little short video in there, Miriam, talking about how the border went. But I can tell you right now, we got up early in Shelby, no issues. Went and I think we got fuel either the night before or that morning, I can't remember. And then hit the road, and it's just a short drive till you hit the border. When we got to the border, it was still pretty early. There wasn't a whole lot of people there. Matter of fact, I think there was maybe one big truck ahead of us. And we went through its basic questions. You know, this is the fourth time I've been through the border, maybe, on different ends. I don't know. It was weird. You know, we did the ArriveCan app, and that was my first time going through with doing that, so I wasn't really sure what to expect with that. So as soon as we pull up like a dummy, I'm like, hey, we did the ArriveCan app. And he's like, oh, cool, can I see your passports? I was like, yeah, well, yeah, of course you can. So gave him our passports and everything, and then he starts asking about anything to declare, tobacco, this, that, whatnot. And he gets firearms. Well, I did have a firearm, and I already had the paper filled out for it. And so I was prepared for that. So I handed him the paper and everything, and then he starts talking about all kinds of other stuff. Like, so I had shipped a pistol through the FFL dealer to here in Delta Junction, Alaska. Well, he starts asking me about that, like, where is that pistol? What kind of pistol is it? How'd you ship it? I said the FFL. Of course, he didn't really, I don't think, understand what that meant. So I had to kind of explain what that was. And it was just very odd, because I was thinking, well, you know, how does this pertain to Canada? How does me shipping a pistol through the US FFL system really pertain to Canada? But anyways, so there's a $25 fee to import a weapon into Canada. And of course, there's all kinds of restrictions on that. This is why I shipped the pistol to begin with, because they don't allow any pistols with 5-inch or shorter barrel into, I think they're pretty soon they're not going to allow any pistols at all of any kind, revolvers or anything, but any type of handgun. But so I had a .270 rifle, and we go through, and he didn't, we had all the dog and the cat's paperwork, didn't even ask for it, which was odd, but whatever. He told me to pull up over by anybody who's ever been through the Coots station, there's a vehicle inspection bay there. And I just pulled up over there, and then I went inside. He told me come inside, find the place in there, and I went in there, and they looked at my paperwork and this and that, and then he goes, oh, hey, so I need to look at the weapon. Well, you know, I had, turn around here so you can see, that 26-foot trailer fully packed. But what I did is, when I did pack it, I kind of anticipated this, so I put it by the side door, so I didn't have to unpack very much to get to it. But he goes, yeah, hey, I'll meet you out there, we'll inspect the serial number. So I did that. I went out there, unpacked it, pulled the rifle out. He came out, looked at the serial number, said, okay, I'll meet you back inside, and then you can pay. It's like, cool. This has been like maybe 10 minutes at most by this time. And go back in, he looks at it, he goes, oh yeah, everything's good, checks out. There's nobody in there but me and this other couple that were in there, and then the people that were working there. So no wait on anybody, there wasn't no lines or anything like that. But after he's done checking my paperwork, he goes, okay, we'll just send you over to the cashier and you can pay. I'm like, cool. I go over there, and the guy goes, oh, hold on, go have a seat, we're updating our software. 35 minutes later, the software was done updating. So I had to sit there for 35 minutes while their computer systems were updating their software so he could run that transaction. But after he's like, hey, it's good, I went up there, paid it, and then we got on the road. So, you know, the highlights for this, like, we do have some driving footage for this trip. and it's pretty sporadic. Wasn't a whole lot of things to see. It's a lot of farmland, flat farm. Anybody's ever been through Calgary, Edmonton area, you know it's pretty flat. Not a whole lot to see. But I can tell you honestly, the traffic in Calgary and the wind between the border and Calgary was horrid. Traffic in Calgary was terrible. We didn't go all the way to Edmonton. We cut over. I can't remember the highway names now. But, you know, I didn't want to drive all the way up to Edmonton and then cut over to get towards, pointed in the right direction towards the Alaskan highway. So I took this cutoff and it went back and forth through these farm roads and little towns and here and there. And then we finally got up on the highway that was headed to where we were going. Arm's getting tired. Whew. I think I'm still suffering shoulder weakness from driving. But yeah, you know, other than that, the drive was fine. We got there, we got to the hotel. Problem when we got to the hotel was, man, there was no parking. They're doing a lot of highway construction and there's a lot of oil fields and stuff like that around there. And we literally pulled up and there was no place to park. And this is like at a little truck stop. I think it's a Ramada Inn right there. Where the, what is that road? I can't remember, man. But there's a little bypass that goes around. But yeah, there was no parking, so we had to maneuver our way in there and do some fancy backing up to get ourselves a spot for the night. But we got in there. They had a little restaurant, a little truck stop restaurant attached to it, and they were about to close up by the time we got in there. It was a 13-hour day of driving. That was a rough one. That one took a while. But yeah, that's about it. So we'll show you some of the driving footage. Like I said, there's a little bit in there, a little footage of us in the truck from right after we went through the border, but a little bit of driving footage, nothing really exciting. But the good news is, hey, we're getting to some better parts of the drive. So after this, we'll get to the Alaskan highway and get some scenery and stuff like that. So awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. And you know, I appreciate the subscribers we have. And you know, we're doing this just so people can kind of, you know, not a lot of people get to make this trip, so people can see something different. But we appreciate it. So we'll show you our driving footage now, and then I'll come back at the end and kind of close it out. All right, bye guys.
Well, we made it. Oh, look at my double chin. We made it across the border. We are in Canada. It is.
The cat won't shut up.
The cat won't be quiet. He does not like to be in this crate, in his kennel. But we can't let him out because he'll be all over the truck.
Because he's crazy.
Yeah.
But a little bit of pain, not too bad. Had to get the rifle serial number verified, so I had to go in and finish filling out paperwork, and they had to come out and look at the rifle and then go in and pay. The hardest part was they were updating their software for the computer, and I had to sit there and wait for their software to update so I could pay them their $25. But other than that, no issues.
Nope, super easy. They didn't even ask for any paperwork for the pets. All they asked was for our passports, and Shaun went on and did all of the ArriveCan stuff online on the app. So that was all taken care of, and I guess all that's in their system. So pretty easy process. So now we've got 3 days in Canada before we...
Well, 3 nights.
3 nights.
4 days.
4 days before we cross back over into Alaska. And we'll let you know how that border crossing goes too. But yep, so we're on our way.
All right, well, that was the end of this little video. We'll close it out here. The next video is going to be driving. I think we stop at the Northern Rockies Lodge, I believe that's what it's called, in Winchell Lake. Man, what a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful place. So that'll be our next video coming up. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll keep these videos coming out. We only got a couple more in this series, and then we're going to kind of try and do some here in Alaska and stuff like that, about stuff we're doing. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.